Another benefit you get when you have a monetized channel is that you can see who stole your content. I got a notification that says that someone stole my video, and when I click it, I was taken to the copyright tab in YouTube Studio. When you open the copyright tab for the first time after getting monetized, you will see a notice that tells you to view the guidelines. You can read the basics there and then click to agree so you can start using this tool. Some people steal content by downloading it and then uploading it again to their own channel. When they do that, they steal your views from you. I don't understand why they do it, because YouTube will not allow them to get monetized if they have strikes on their channel. They usually steal videos that perform well on other channels, hoping no one will notice, and then get the views. You might never know they stole your content. But if your channel is monetized, you get a new tool in the copyright section. YouTube gives you a list of all the videos that it recognized as using your content. Let's see how to use it. If you're not monetized, when you click on the copyright section, you only see the request removal tool. But when you are monetized, you get more tabs at the top. If you're not monetized, you can still submit a copyright removal request, but you need to find the video someone copied and then submit the request manually. But you are the one that need to find the video someone copied and then submit a request manually. When you are monetized, the first tab shows all the matched videos that YouTube algorithm found. By YouTube's agreement, anyone can use your content if they create something new with it. This is called fair use. So before you submit a removal request for any video on the list, you should first watch them to see if they copy all of your content or just part of it without changing anything. If they use the content as is or didn't change it in a way that makes it unique and as fair use based on your original content, then you can submit a removal request. To watch the video, you can click it and then check if it's really your video. You can also see how many views they got. You don't need to bother if it's 0 or just 1 because probably no one saw it. You can also see how many subscribers they have. If it's a big channel, you should be more concerned. But if they don't have many subscribers, you can just ignore it and save time by putting their removal request. After that, you can see how much of your original video they used. In this case, I have 100%, but I also have videos marked less than 100%, even though they copied the whole thing. At the end of the right side of the table, you can see when they uploaded the stolen video and which of your original videos they copied. You then can check if it's really the same video. You can also see the thumbnail and title they used. Some people steal the video and change the title and thumbnail, and some even copy those too. It's not hard to download a video from YouTube, but it's illegal to do so, especially if you just upload it again to your own channel. The funny thing in my channel is that some people stole a video that talks about copyright claims and how to deal with them. Under each video, you have some tools. If you don't want to submit a removal request, you can move it to the archive. You can do that if it's because it's your other channel or you don't care, or they used your video with fair use, on your opinion, and you don't want to remove it. The next tool is the removal request button, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. The next tool is for sending an email to the channel owner before you submit a request to remove the video. I didn't use it, but you can if you want them to remove the video themselves and not get strike. When you click it, you get a form that sends an email to the channel owner. You need to give your email at the top, and that's it. YouTube has a text ready for this situation, and you can't send a private message with it anyway. Then click send and it will go to the owner of the YouTube channel, and you can see all of your sends in this tab. When you click the last icon, you can watch the video on their channel. If you click the title, it will open the video and you can see what they copied and some more information about the video. The important thing is to see how much they copied from your video. I'll show that in a bit. Let's see how to submit a removal request. The first time you do it, you'll need to add more info about your channel, but YouTube will remember it for next time and the process will be faster. If you're filling this form in for a channel that is not monetized, you need to click at the top to start the process. When you are monetized and YouTube gave you the list, you are going to see in this form they submit the video for you. But if you need to add a video or other type of content, you could click add video. In the type of work, choose the right type for you. It could be a video, but it could also be other content you own, like music, artwork, or written work. The written work could be a blog post or even a book you wrote. If you choose other, you can add a title for the content type. Then click the title of the copyright content and add any extra information if needed. This is mostly if the content is outside of YouTube. If it's a YouTube video, you don't really need to add anything else. Under that, you need to add the URL of your video. Now, if you have a video that is 100% stolen but don't show up in the automatic list, like, you can add that video here manually. But first, you need to remove the other video from the form, because you can't add two links for the same video. If you're adding a video, you need to fill in different details compared to the other type of content. For a video, you need to add a subcategory. The video should be the first thing to add. You need to choose where this video is stored. If it's another YouTube video, click the first option. If it's from other social media or a video publishing website, choose the last option, which is outside of YouTube. After you choose the right answer for your situation, add a video URL from your channel or from the other social media account that you own. You can submit a request for videos from social media's account you don't own or manage. In the location of the infringement section, you can select entire video. This is how you change the percentage if YouTube system got it wrong. Or you can select timestamps and add the start and end points of the part that was stolen. After that, you need to add the URL of the video that's stolen from your channel, and then add it to the list. The second part of the form is copyright owner. This is where you choose if the request is for you or for a client. Now write the channel name, at least that's what I wrote and it worked well. Next is your phone number. This is only for YouTube staff in case they need to call you. It will not be shared with the owner of the channel that stole your content. And it's also something that they need to add for legal purposes. Primary email is not something you can change. It's the email of the YouTube channel you're signed in with. This will be shared with the other channel owner. In relationship to copyrighted content, I wrote owner. But if you're doing this for a client, you need to write what your connection is to them. Then fill in your country and address. This will also not be shared with other owner. Now you have two options. One is to give a 7-day notice to the other channel owner to remove the video. The second is to remove it immediately, which might give them a copyright strike. If they get 3 strikes, their channel can be shut down. Well, I have zero patience for people stealing from my hard work, so I choose not to give a notice. But there might be cases where someone tries to create new content but didn't do enough to change it, like if they just have their face on screen while watching your video without adding anything. They might think that's how to make commentary videos. In that case, you can give them 7 days to remove the video if you like. Or if they only used part of your video in possibly fair use, but you don't like it, you can also give them 7 days so they can remove it. Most people who care about their channel would rather take it down than risk getting a strike. Next is the option to stop other copies of the same video from being uploaded. I'm not sure if it works. The fourth part of the form is just a signature, and you need to check all the boxes. It's important to read what you are agreeing to. That you're submitting this because you are the owner, you gave the correct information, and you understand that if you abuse this tool, you can get in trouble. So don't use it unless you're 100% sure they did something wrong. Then sign with your legal name, the one on your ID in your country. Some of the information on this form will be saved for the next time you fill it out. So the first time takes the most time. After that, you'll just need to add your signature and some more information. And if your channel is monetized, YouTube is the one that gave you the list of infringing videos, of stolen videos, you don't need to fill out the video information. So it becomes a very quick task. Click submit at the top right button, and now this request will be removed from this page and moved to the removal request section. You will see a list of all the requests you submitted and their status. If YouTube agreed with you about the copyright infringement, they will remove the video completely, and the owner won't be able to upload the same video again. At least that's what they say. You can open each request and see the details. The next tab is for messages. If you send anything, it will show up there. The last tab is for the archive. In case you didn't remove the video because you didn't think it infringes your copyright for any reason, you believe it's true. When you have videos in the archive, you can also send a message, see the video on the other channel, request removal, or move it back to the matched tab. If you like to learn more about monetization and what you can do to earn money from YouTube, you can watch this video next. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.